Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 5 things I would tell my freshman self now that I'm a third year junior slash senior. 5 things I would tell myself as a freshman though. Freshman diamond. Dear freshman diamond, don't So let's just go ahead and jump into the list on number 1. I made a list, so I'm looking at my phone. So number 1 would be the friends you're friends with now may not stick around, and it's okay. People change, people grow, people evolve, and people leave colleges, people drop out, and a lot of things happen. It's the game of life. And honestly, like, I see my Snapchat memories of like 2-3 years ago, and I'm with all these people, and it's like I still know their names, but it's like, dang, I haven't seen them in a while, or I haven't even hung out with them since, especially if it's groups of people you hang out with together. Like, once the group disassembles, it's just not the same anymore. And then some people you're friends with, they switch up on you. Some people will move. It's just a plethora of things, but life happens, honestly, and you can't hold that against anybody. And I just feel like that's just life. That's why I added an it's okay part, because friends come and go. They leave, they walk out your life, they come back, stuff like that. So if it's meant to be, it will be, but don't beat yourself up about being not being friends with them anymore, or just as long as it's no beef, or it's cordial, it's fine. And you may even see these people on campus one day, and the best thing to do is just wave and say, hey, what's up, you know, little chit chat. But if y'all not friends, y'all not friends. Like, you can't force it, you know, things aren't the same. So things change daily, and you know, it was like this freshman year, and it was just like this. And now I'm here. I have like this many, okay? So number 2 is don't compare yourself to others who came in with more credits than you. This one's kind of specific to me because this is something that I did. So people will be like, oh yeah, I did this associate's degree program at my high school, and I came in, you know, and I'm basically a sophomore now. And they come in as freshmen like me, and I'm just like, oh, well, I have 8 credits from D. But they're like, yeah, you know, I came in with, you know, I have about 60 credits right now. Well, not 60, maybe 30, I don't know. But they came in with credits, right? And so they're like this sophomore, and they're taking these upper level classes, and you're taking Bio 1201, and it's easy to compare yourself. But the thing is, in my case, 7 or 8 times out of 10, they're not gonna graduate before you. They're probably gonna graduate with you or after you. So don't feel like you're behind. Don't feel like they're ahead, because it's not a race, first of all. Some people stay in college for 3 years, some people stay for 2, and some people stay for 7, right? The typical is 4. And don't feel bad about staying the 4 years or 2 years. And I guess the overarching theme of this is don't compare yourself to other people. Other people had different opportunities. Other people had, you know, different accessibilities to different programs and stuff like that. So everybody's different. Don't compare yourself to nobody else thinking that they're better than you or they're gonna graduate before you, because it's not a race. It's not even that serious. Just focus on you. Like, do the best that you can. Don't worry about anything else like that. And like I said, if you are worried about that, I'm here to tell you 8 times out of 10, they're not gonna graduate earlier than you, and they're graduating with you or behind you. So it's not that big of a deal. Number 3, a W in a class is better than an F. This is something that I had extreme turmoil with, right? So let me give y'all the story. So I came into my freshman year of college. I was taking a 5 credit hour calculus class, a 1 credit hour science. I was taking bio. I think came in with 16 hours. But I was taking Chem 1201, the first level general chemistry. That professor for that class was so tough. He gave us homework every night. The homework was hard. He had like his own little platform for the homework. The homework was terrible. My roommates didn't really want to help me with the homework or anything like that. So I was struggling, like I was crying over this homework. It made me upset, it made me sad. And I just ultimately was like, oh my gosh, I have to drop it. So I went and talked to a counselor, and she was like, just wait to drop it, wait to take the first exam, see how you do, blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't having it because this stuff is stressing me out on week 3. I'm finna drop it, right? Like that makes sense. So a W is better than an F, because who's to say that I would have continued in that class and I would have got a C? You know what I'm saying? I dropped the class, I took it again with a different professor next semester, and I made an A-. Like that's way better than a C or lower, you know? So a W is better than an F. Don't sacrifice your mental health for a class. And most importantly, protect your GPA, especially if you're considering going to a research program or a graduate school. Protect your GPA. Make sure you're not just going through it. Like, you don't got to see it through, my boy. If it's before that drop date, you don't got to see nothing through. You can drop the thing and see that through, okay? I dropped that class. They made it a whole big deal and gave me like a hold on my thing, but guess what? I'm good now. I took Chem 1 in the spring, and I took Chem 2 over the summer, and before I knew it, I was back on track with my peers that took the class in the fall. I was fine. Like it's all gonna work out. Like, don't stress out about it. Don't stress out about dropping, and don't stress out about the hold, because like I said, a W is way better than a C, D, or F. Thank you. And also, I wanted to add this, like, I'm a junior right now and I just had to drop another class. So, you know, I'm having to tell myself that again, which is why I added that to this list, because it's still important no matter first year or fourth year. A W is better than an F. Like, I'm having like quarrels with this professor and it's just not really going the best way, and I don't really love her teaching style. I'm not doing well on the in-class quizzes, petty through email. It's a whole thing. I may do a story time on it later, but it's a whole thing. I'm in the middle of the story, but it's a whole thing. And I just said, hey, I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna take it with somebody else next semester. I'm gonna take something over the summer, and I'm gonna be good. Also, a side note, I have taken summer classes every summer since I've been in school. I love summer classes at the community college because number 1, they're cheaper, and number 2, they're online, and number 3, they're easier. So if you have the financial means to take a summer class at a community college, and it's online, go for it. Honestly, it's so easy. I love it. Make sure it transfers though. That's the thing too. But I definitely recommend it. You know, if you want to take it, it's 8 weeks, some are 4 weeks, and yeah, I love it. Number 4 is it takes time to adjust, but good time management skills is key. So some people go into college and they think, oh, this is gonna be just like high school, and they come in like this and they face plant on the ground because they're not amply prepared. So I would definitely say use your resources and make sure you study double what you did in high school. Studying is very, very important. If you have a job, make sure you manage your time good enough to where you could do the work and you could study for class, because that is an important thing that everybody needs to do to ensure that you're doing well in your courses. It takes time to adjust. It's your first, some of us, it's our first time living away from home. You're living with a stranger or somebody you've never lived with before, and it takes time to adjust, but just give yourself grace. Adjust, make the adjustments necessary that you need. Add study time, lesson work time. I'm going through this right now. I have to work less and study more because I don't like how my grades are coming out. So I'm making the necessary adjustments and I'm going to succeed. And I have good time management skills. So, you know, just make sure you just make the adjustments necessary. Last but not least is 13 to 15 hours is ideal for a schedule. More than 13 to 15, in my opinion, is too much, and it leads to stress and bad grades. So right now I'm taking 18, but like I said, I'm gonna have to drop one class, so I'm gonna be back at 15. 15 is comfort zone, right? 15 is comfort zone. 15 is like riding a bike. But 12 is like walking. 12 is like walking. You get your financial aid, you full-time, you barely full-time, and it's just great. I love 12. But 12, mind you, if you take 12 every semester, you're gonna graduate in 5 to 6 years instead of 4. So make sure you you do 12, make sure you take summer classes to supplement. The basic semester plan is that you're supposed to take 15 hours. And if you take 15 hours, it'll take you 8 semesters to get to 120 hours, and you graduate in 4 years. But if you're taking 12s, take them summer classes and amp it up and make sure you're on track if you want to be on track in the 4-year graduation plan. So, yeah, like 18 hours is right now. I tried it. I have 2 online classes. I have 7 classes in total. And it's just a lot trying to study for 7 classes, trying to keep up with the dates. I do the spreadsheet thing. I love it. But it's just a lot. And then, you know, teachers, like, I'm not studying 8 hours for an evolution class. Like, come on, bro. I know Darwin discovered what happened, natural adaptation and natural selection, evolution, blah, blah, blah. Why are you giving us quizzes every 2 weeks, and why does every quiz have a typo? Answer me that, please, professor, please. So honestly, y'all, I pressed the microphone. So honestly, 13 to 15 hours is the safe zone for me. 13 to 16 if you feeling like Superwoman or Superman. 16 is fine as well. I've done 16. I like 16. But 13 to 15 is definitely doable, and it's just manageable, you know. Well, 12 to 15, you know, 12 is full time. But sometimes the labs are 1 hour, so I usually have an odd number. But honestly, you guys, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. If you're not doing well right now, make the necessary adjustments. Use your campus resources. Make the necessary adjustments to learn how to study. Study more intentionally. Take different notes, watch videos, try different study methods. Make it work for you, because if you want it bad enough, you will make it work. So that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you're new to my channel, please consider sticking around and hitting the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning into today's video, and thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next, hopefully, and bye.